Welcome into the PHNX Sun Devil Show, brought to you by the DraftKings Sportsbook app, America's top-rated sportsbook app. Don't forget to leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe, even leave a 5-star review wherever you get your podcast. I'm Anthony Totri, joined as always on this wonderful Wednesday by Shawn DePaz, Shane Diefenbach. Boys, how we doing?
Oh, we're just out here surviving.
Yeah,
Survive.
step by step.
I'm not
down bad
on that.
Just because the area surrounding me isn't the best, and I don't have the best backing and not enough support, I will never leave this show. I promise you guys that. I will not transfer out.
You promise,
brother? What?
I need it.
What about your support?
And that's the fucking dumbass excuse everyone's using. Oh, there's not enough support on the teams. Everyone's leaving.
Did Evan just say that I'm in a dorm room right now?
You do look like
you're
look like you're in a dorm room.
You're
in
not
Hacienda building A right now.
I promise I'm not in a dorm room.
Taylor plays Shawty.
Dear God, take it. What are you drinking?
It's just Wawa. It's a crazy cup. That'd be crazy. Nice little lavender drink. Lavender
Who did that?
tea.
Was that Miles Bridges the other day?
Yeah, I thought you were on that Miles Bridges.
Bro,
Yeah.
Can we talk about that real fast?
The pink lemonade.
What are we doing, brother?
Pink lemonade. He was self-snitching with that.
I love all the tweets that's like LaMelo's smoking before games. Miles Bridges is drinking lean, and somebody got somebody pregnant. What are we doing in Charlotte?
Charlotte goes stupid.
Charlotte does go stupid.
Demon time in North.
Hey, you know what else goes stupid? The Ice Den.
The Ice Den does go stupid. The Ice Den goes dumb.
Yeah, right now they're doing 2-hour summer public skate sessions for only $10 per skater. You can visit www.icedenchandler.com/public skating. Guys, we participated a little bit yesterday. We had a meeting and then we
participated.
Had broom ball.
You participated.
Yeah.
You're right. We
dominated.
You guys. Whoa! Wow! My ankle not feeling great today. Definitely took a broom to the ankle.
I will hand up, as Shawn would say. I should have gotten a 2-minute minor for slashing. Totri came up lame on his ankle after some hard impact with the broom ball stick. Met his ankle. So
I didn't have the same impact after that, man. I didn't have the same impact after that.
There was really no impact before.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can't get lower than 0.
Oh, okay, man. I had some phenomenal passes out there. I would just like to say.
Hey, you were an effort guy for sure.
Yeah.
I'm deli, bro. I'm deli.
I feel terrific. I put myself both in a position to succeed and also not get hurt or fall on the ice. So I took no physical contact except for an elbow that Saul put in my back at one point. I just shrugged that off, kept playing my game.
Leah said I fell yesterday, but I don't remember that. So either I didn't fall. Okay, so I hit my head.
Or you fell. Yeah, you fell really hard and hit your head.
I do remember.
Regardless, though,
you fall.
Regardless, though, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, no, I love broom ball. I played it in college a lot. Like it's so much fun.
That was the first time I ever played it.
Yeah, the Ice Den is a dope spot. I genuinely haven't. It's so funny to me. Like I haven't been to the Ice Den before, and people are always like, yeah, obviously with the Coyote stuff, everyone's like, oh, no hockey in the desert. But like, I literally haven't seen a facility like that outside of Buffalo, New York, which is like one of the biggest hockey cities in the country.
It's nice. I grew up playing hockey there until I was like 14 years old, 13 years old. I don't remember. But yeah, I love that place. And then me and Shawn shared a special moment yesterday.
Did we?
Yeah.
You guys, oh my gosh.
We had a nice jersey swap. Exchange, just game respecting game, even though we were on both teams. Shawn has ripped jeans on, and I ripped my khaki pants. So we were both the same person. So it was really nice.
Imagine if we were in some sweats and we were in actual gear, we would have.
Can you see the rip in that? No, you can't. You can see how many times I sprawled on the ice after the game.
What a squad. Honestly, what a squad.
Yeah. Just a great squad.
Definitely a great time. It kept us. Go ahead.
No, I had a terrific performance.
Here we go.
Two goals and assists. But what I was gonna say is, I'm amazed that Derek is still alive.
Yeah,
I thought he broke his arm at one point yesterday.
I've never
Derek
seen
was
somebody
falling
fall
like a
so
cartoon. Yeah.
Yeah, like a cartoon
A
is a
lot.
great way to put it.
You want
And
to
it
talk
wasn't
about
just
effort?
once.
Yeah, Derek would be going, and all of a sudden it's just full Bambi. Just yeah.
It was rough out there. It was rough, but it kept us from thinking about Arizona State athletics for a while.
Dude, you are such
Yeah.
a little stinker. What was up with the second
As
we
soon
get
as
out of
we
the
leave.
ice den doors? He goes, "Wow, I spent 3 hours not thinking about Trisha Ford." God.
Didn't I? If it wasn't for you, I probably still wouldn't have even been thinking about her.
There you
But
go.
you had to bring
Then
us
we
back
went to-
down to earth.
Then we went to the Thumb right after.
The Thumb. What is
It
the
was
Thumb?
pretty solid. A little
The
barbecue,
restaurant that you bailed on
little
us for.
Cuban sandwich.
Unlucky. As is Arizona State athletics across the board.
Yes.
These last
Is it
few
unlucky?
months, I mean,
Is it
we're
unlucky?
gonna let's talk about it.
Being a fan is unlucky.
Being a fan is
Being
unlucky.
born into this is unlucky.
We've talked about Trisha Ford. We know what's gone on with the football program. We've got a list of just some of the just plethora of people that have left the athletic program over the course of the last few months.
Gonna laugh to keep from crying.
I'm like, why the fuck is he laughing over here, bro? We got just to mention some of those names. We got Eric Gentry, Hunter Haas with the baseball program. He's one of 9 that have entered the transfer portal since the end of the season. Of course, Jade Lavelle, the best women's basketball player on the team from last year. Jalen Graham, Jaden Daniels, Jay Heath, Ricky Persall, Taya Hansen. And then you go to the coaches. Obviously, CTT retired. We've got Zach Hill, Trisha Ford, Antonio Pierce, Tim McCormick, who also left the program. He was the former ASU lacrosse coach. He left the same day that the Trisha Ford announcement was made official. Guys, that is a lot of names.
But we didn't fit them all.
No, you can't. You would need 2, maybe 3 full graphics of this.
Insane.
Yeah, there was what? Yeah, I mean, that was, like you said, 9 baseball players. I think it was about 17 players, football players ultimately entered the portal, and one of them returned to ASU, at least one of them. So it's
bad.
Not great. I mean, the men's basketball situation is a little misleading, I would say, just because they did lose 2 guys, but they also got pretty solid talent back in the transfer portal.
Yeah.
They're the only program that can really say that, with the exception of football and Emory Jones, I guess. But yeah, it's not pretty when you put it all down on paper.
We need instead of a new PHNX Sun Devils shirt, we need to get a PHNX Sun Devils void box where we can just scream into it. And the sound doesn't
Void
come out.
box.
Yeah. Let's see if I have
Oh
one
my
lying around.
god. So is that
It's just like a bad nightmare.
is this? Well, it's not though, because it's a nightmare after game day. We apologize for all the audio
didn't work.
listeners.
The sound came out.
Like, is this the worst offseason
Yes.
the worst offseason in ASU history? Why?
You're losing. So what do you mean? Why? Where were you last 2 minutes?
Why not?
Yeah.
No, I'm just asking. Tell me why.
I mean,
You want to throw that graphic up again? That's
yeah.
why.
Your number one sport in terms of like marketability is amidst a huge NCAA investigation. Your basketball team has been teetering, which I think the basketball team out of a lot of sports is probably set up for the future the best, just because it's the most complete team that this team has had. Plus, I think Bobby Hurley gets too much flack for the last couple of years.
Yeah.
But so that's just the first 2. And then you get into baseball, who is literally in a rebuild right now. Luckily, they didn't fire Willie after 1 year. So that's a good sign. Your probably longest tenured softball coach is now gone. And that's just the beginning of everything. You have a lacrosse program that was on the up and up, and now that's taken a detour. And then that's just coaches. You want to get into the players? Well, we already did that. We've been doing that for the past 3 months. I don't think it's close how this would compare to other years. Maybe something crazier has happened that I'm not thinking of, but I mean, I don't know. I think this is probably the most people that have departed from coaching staffs in a very long time.
Yeah, I mean, I think part of why this is the worst is because it forces us to kind of acknowledge that ASU is in a different spot than it has been previously. And that as of right now, ASU athletics is not a premier destination. It is a pit stop.
No.
Yeah. Like you look like you have Trisha Ford, Jaden Daniels, Ricky Pearsall, all left for the SEC. There's probably other ones that left for the SEC. You have Jay Lavelle and Tejas Hansen leaving for other teams in the conference. One of which is Arizona.
Shut up.
And you have McCormick leaving for John Hopkins, which is one of the, if not the most historied lacrosse programs, men's and women's, in history.
Love the description there.
Storied in history.
The most historic.
Storied in history. Yeah.
What you're saying too is they're leaving for better places, and often you see players and coaches go on to have success. So not only is this a pit stop, but ASU is like the pit crew. The administration is the pit crew. They tune them up and they're out. Do you remember what happened last year with Jalen House? Oh my God, just became one of the best players in his conference out of nowhere when he went to UNM. It's
Remy Martin became a
national champion. Yeah. A national champion.
Oh my God.
And I mean, I think also when you look at the programs that are hemorrhaging talent, right? They're all super different. Yeah. Football is in the middle of an investigation, but it's supposed to be it's a football. It's the revenue sport. It makes the most money. You have basketball, which you can argue has the single best talent, produced the single best talent in James Harden in recent ASU history. And is not the biggest program in the history of the school, but in probably the last decade or so is kind of the most successful, right? You have softball, which is prior to Trisha Ford leaving, is the most promising and most successful program. Yeah. You have lacrosse, which came out of nowhere basically, and you had a coach that brought them to a completely new level. You have baseball, which is supposed to be the most storied program at the school with a coach who's supposed to be a legend. And then you have women's basketball that is just got thrown into complete instability, losing their two best players and the coach that had been here for 25 years. All
podcast
these programs
you, baby. We're podcast
right?
you. That's what
all these programs are in completely different places, and they're all going through the same thing in a way. That's what's tough. Is clearly at this point an institutional problem. It's not. That's why you can't just say unlucky. It's not. This is
unlucky.
A product of. This is a product of Ray. This is a product of ASU. It's just a product of things that are happening. This is just the expected outcome.
Unlucky, man.
No, it's not.
That's all at this point, right? We talk about it every single day. There's something. But for fans that have been around this program, who have gone to ASU, who have seen the peaks and valleys of the Sun Devils across sports, at this point it is just unlucky because it was shit before Ray too. Not to say that what Ray's done is any different. If anything, he's fucked up just as much as any of the other ADs who came before him. But it's an institutional problem, you've talked about, that it needs to change, and it needs to change at the top. So that's my next question. Is does it get better if Ray is gone?
I don't think so, because it's both at the top and at the bottom. It's the fans too. They don't give a shit. And as I said the other couple weeks ago, it's a vicious damn cycle, man.
But why should they give a shit?
Because there's a future. It's not just always the present. So when you say shit like that, and why should we care? Then the team doesn't get revenue and it doesn't work. But if the team doesn't get revenue and it doesn't work, then fans aren't going to go to the game. It's a vicious cycle. It's so hard to fix when the mindset is that, and that's the consistent mindset at ASU.
But it's a tough cycle to change when you're at this point, right? It's at a point where there isn't a sport right now at ASU, a major revenue sport, where people want to go out and watch the product because the product is average. Most times it's below average. Most times the arenas and the stadiums that they have to go to are average and need renovations.
Yep.
I'm writing an article right now comparing Arizona State to some top tier programs that I've covered in the past, that just taking a look at what's made them successful over however many years versus Arizona State. And for me, it starts on the very basic level of facilities, right? We've heard so much about practice facilities, but you look at Sun Devil Stadium, for example, a place that was under renovation and finished renovations in 2019. It is still not a great stadium. It is not a premier place to go play in college football. And I'm not saying you necessarily need that, but it needs to be a desirable place to go watch a football game.
Yeah, you upgraded it for the staff and the players. The training facilities are state of the art. They're fantastic, but not for the fans. And that needs to change. I agree with that. Low Tone with the scariest comment I've ever seen in the world. But have we hit the bottom yet?
Oh, God, dude.
Hell no. Definitely
Haven't
not.
we? Haven't we?
I don't think we're very far from it, though.
Where is the? I'm with Shawn here. Like,
I think I'm
where is
bracing
the bottom
myself
at?
for the bottom, but it's going to
But
hurt.
what's the bottom? What's the bottom? Zeke Jones and Josh Doan and Marcus Bagley? That's it. That's all we got.
Well, yeah, that's what I was going to say. We need to build a statue of Marcus Bagley because the fact that he is here still is incredible. There is no reason for him to be here. So just hats off to him. Hats off to Doan for staying, I guess, but that's a different situation. But like, I don't know. It's like at this point, has ASU athletics earned fan support? No. But on the other hand, like Shane said, like if we're gonna be a fan, you have to be a fan. Like I've been a Bills fan my entire life. For most of my life, they had done nothing to deserve my support. But ride or die. That's kind of what you have to be as a fan. And it's kind of like Shane said, kind of have to be the change that you want to see. You can't sit here and complain about people not showing up and the school not having support if you're not going to show up and you're not going to give it support.
Leah and Charles, they hit the nail on the head. I mean, hockey's the exception. They're the only. That's the bottom. Greg Powers, that's the bottom.
Somebody knock on wood right now. Somebody knock. Like it's literally that's it though. That's the bottom, right? Because like it goes back to what we've kind of been circling around here is like you need and want fan support. To your point, Shawn, like you've been a Bills supporter. Shane, you've been a Seahawks supporter. Like those organizations, okay, those maybe not anymore. Those organizations haven't always been great. Shawn, the Bills haven't been great till the last couple of years, but like NFL fandom is different because their only job is to start winning, right? They get paid off of winning, but it's not. It would be a lot easier, I feel like, for ASU fans to be like, you know what, I'm going to suffer through the tough times if it felt like the people at the top were actually doing what they need to do to win. 100%. Because that's not what Ray is doing. That's not what Michael Crow is doing. In fact, it feels like they're doing the opposite, especially in terms of NIL, where every other major school is like, you know what, we're going to embrace this because this is the future of college sports. Ray's over here in his rocking chair saying, we want to get guys to the NFL.
Wait, why is he in a rocking chair?
Because that's an old school fucking idea. Okay. That's why.
Nice.
Well, I mean, that's why I am always like, it's easy to kind of shit on Ray, but that's why I'm always kind of reluctant to do it. And for me, the blame not solely, but predominantly lies with Michael Crow. I mean, it's something that Doug Holler said. It's something that you can kind of just see in what he said. Like a lot of this is coming from the top. Like if Ray is an athletic director, he's not an academic administrator. Yep. He is here to win. Whether he's doing a good job at that is a completely different story, and the answer is quite obviously no at this point. But like, he's athletic. He wants to win, and I don't think he wouldn't be here if he didn't want to win. Michael Crow, I don't think he cares about winning.
He doesn't. Like, he's talked about this. He doesn't.
It's very much like a sports team ownership mentality. Like there's a lot of sports owners that don't really care about the sport that they own a team for or winning. They're just kind of there to make money. That's what Michael Crow is here to do. He is here.
But winning makes money.
Yeah, but that's not how he wants to make money.
He's not. That's not his only source of revenue.
Yeah,
he is here to create a productive school, and which is fair, right? So you can. There's an argument to be made that sports is not really important to the mission of what a school is supposed to be. But I think it's kind of a stupid argument. That's neither here nor there. But Michael Crow just doesn't care.
Can you guys put your tinfoil hats on? I have a conspiracy. Back in 2000, yeah, sure. My hat's already backyard, so I've been wearing it this whole
I
time.
love that was immediately where we went for tinfoil hat.
Back in, what was it, the early 2000s, late 2000s, maybe mid 2000s. I don't know. When ASU decided to tried to get away as far as possible from the party school mentality and make this innovation, excitement, just things that were an academic university. Everyone kind of scoffed at that, and they kind of cracked down harder on, being that party scene. I think the fans just need to be drunk to enjoy it. I think that's what was happening. They were supporting
Syracuse
regardless because they
same thing.
couldn't remember the goddamn games.
Yeah, and it's Coach Evan B makes the point. It's like we're a golf and wrestling school. Do you at all find it interesting that the sports that are good require little to no financial contribution? Like it's not like we have. It's not like ASU has their own golf course that they're maintaining, or they need to pay for all this equipment and all of this transportation. Like it's a relatively low maintenance sport. Same with wrestling.
And those
but then when it comes
lose money for the university.
Exactly. Well, yeah, but like they don't need to contribute much money to it. But then you look at, it's time to pay the softball coach. That can't happen. It's time to upgrade the fan experience in football, upgrade the arena that the basketball teams play in. Well, they don't have money for that. Like it all comes down to what Michael Crow's priorities are. And I think Ray, like I said, not doing a great job, but a lot of it comes down to him just kind of having his hands tied. He can't, if he wants to keep his job, which ultimately, like, it boils down to the fact that like, he's a human, he has a family, he needs to make money, like he needs to keep his job. He can't be unemployed.
He's the second. He's a top 5 paid athletic director.
Yeah, which
in college sports.
Like, listen, I want to win, right? But if my boss is telling me, hey, we can't put much focus on NIL, I'm not putting a lot of focus on NIL. I want to keep that contract. Like, I want to keep getting that big fat check. So like, obviously it sucks to see Ray kind of not do great at his job, but I don't know how much of that is his fault. Michael Crow has not put him in a position to succeed from the beginning.
Listen here, Ray. I'm talking directly to you right now. Okay.
Oh, no.
You either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain, and you've become the villain.
I want the Ray Anderson tell all once he does lose this job.
I'll read that book. I will read 100%. That book.
Are you kidding me? I want the emails. I want the phone calls, the text exchange with him and Michael Crow.
Yeah.
You want an investigation? Yeah. We're already in one of those.
If we do know one thing, it's what Evan B said. The thing is, they are not changing with the times, and they've made that abundantly clear. And that's something that we talked about after Jaden transferred. It's you got to evolve with the landscape. You have to. For a school that talks about a lot of innovation, there's not a lot of it in sports.
And I mean, getting back to our original conversation about why you support a team like this is that like time always wins. Like there will come a day where Ray and Michael Crow aren't here, and people that are in charge, it might be probably at this point it is later than everybody else, but like there will come a time where change does come, and that's why, getting back to like the Bills thing, that's why being like it feels so good to be a Bills fan right now is because I had to suffer for so long.
Here's my thing though, like, and I get like we're like the 0.1% of fandom. Like I will blindly follow these teams. Like we saw it throughout the entire basketball season. After they scored 29 points, I still kind of defended them. Like I will blindly follow them, but it's because I really, really, really have a strong passion for ASU and Arizona State. I loved my time there. I had great times going to the games, even if the product on the field or on the court wasn't great. Like it takes a different type of person. You have to appeal to different people. And I don't know if ASU really has that, but I also just don't know. I also don't like, we all know what the ASU fan base is. It's pessimism. So even if the team is playing better, they'll just talk about the 29-point game ASU basketball had last year, or they'll just talk about how Jaden Daniels is gone. Why would I go to a football game? Like, and it's a product of the environment. Like the environment has to change, and it'll take a while. But again, it's the vicious cycle thing, and it's just not very fun to be a part of right now.
Yeah, right now, not great. But it is a great time to have the DraftKings Sportsbook app because the NBA Finals are going on, guys. We got Game 3 tonight. Boston, Golden State. You guys leaning one way or the other tonight?
We're both leaning Golden State.
Yeah,
Oh God!
barely.
So it's a full sweep on the show of a Golden State win tonight. So that means Boston's going to win.
Yeah.
Probably. Probably.
What's your guys' DraftKings sportsbook pick of the week?
Well, I had one that I really liked this morning, and then I sent Shawn a tweet that freaked me the hell out. It was Warriors first quarter money line, and the Action Network posted a breakdown of where the money lies in the third quarter. 99% of the public's bets are on the Golden State Warriors to win the third quarter. So that
the third or the first quarter?
The third. So that terrifies the hell out of me. So I'm going to go with, I don't know. Go ahead, Shawn. What's yours?
I was going to go Derek White over 11 and a half
Love
points.
that.
Been balling recently, getting more involved in the Celtics offense. Especially if Al Horford and Marcus Smart disappear again. I like the over on his points at 11 and a half. He scored like 22 last game?
Yeah. I'll do my Klay Thompson one I had on the bet show, which, by the way, everyone did Friday right here on the PHNX Sports YouTube channel at noon. PHNX Bets Daily. Yeah, 25.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Klay Thompson, he's been missing the first two games. I think that if he plays well tonight, the Warriors roll, but he might not. He might still be on a milk carton.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. My pick of the week is a very Totri-esque one.
Oh God, who's
guys.
under rebounds are you taking?
It's
tonight?
not. It's a head-to-head rebounds.
I'm
taking Jaylen Brown's rebounds over Andrew Wiggins.
Oh, I hate that.
Nah, it's free money.
Is he plus money?
No, he's not plus money. He's minus.
Minus what?
It's minus 165.
Really?
Yeah.
I like Andrew.
Jaylen Brown's been crashing the glass lately, dude.
I had a very Totri-esque pick on bets today. I had Jason Tatum under turnovers at 3.5.
Wow.
Yeah, that was gross.
That is gross. I do honestly too. If you don't like those bets, again, download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use promo code PHNX. Make any $5 bet during the NBA Finals and get $150 in free bets instantly. That's promo code PHNX, only at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA. Minimum age and eligibility restrictions apply. See the show notes for more details on that. Also, the number that you can call will vary depending on where you live. So definitely go ahead and check the description and notes for that, boys. We've got some more softball talk today. Trisha Ford, that's a couple days removed. We've seen some liked tweets. We haven't necessarily seen any tweets from the players, but some liked tweets that just make you feel sad because you know that they're going through it, bro. So I'm going to pose a question to you guys. We've got the graphic up right now of some of ASU softball's most important players from a season ago. Now I'm going to make you guys choose. Out of these 5, but there's 6 options, so you can pick another. If you could only keep 3 moving forward to next year.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Who are you keeping?
To next year? You
next
can't guarantee
year.
that they'll stay after next year?
You can't guarantee that they would stay after next year.
Jesus, man. This is terrible.
That's where we're in, bro. That's where we might be.
Does the rest of the roster stay?
Yes, assuming that the only people would leave are the 2 that you didn't choose.
Shit.
I have one.
Go ahead.
Let's hear it, Shawn. Let's hear it.
Not easy, but okay, so first one, I thought I was going to have to pick one, and I was going to pick Jazz Hill. Mainly because part of what we talked about with Coach Ford leaving is the lack of leadership, and I feel like Jazz Hill is the best source of that.
Okay.
I think she's kind of an emotional leader, especially with Loomis and Puck leaving. So I like her a lot. See, it's tough because
this is so fucking awful. I hate this.
I feel like two for me would be Mac Morgan. If you don't have pitching, you have nothing. And she was obviously the best and most dominant pitcher. The third is tough though, because like I'm choosing Jazz for her leadership, Mac for her pitching. Where do I go with?
You're losing 2 bats.
Yeah.
This is terrible. I hate you, Totri.
I'm sorry, man.
If you're a Sun Devil softball player and you're listening to this, turn this off right now.
I want you all to stay for the
This
record.
isn't personal. Just stay, and we don't have to worry about this. This is just the hypothetical we're playing with you.
I just don't want to hurt anyone's feelings.
It's like this is tough because it's not that I don't want anyone to leave. If I have to go my third one, Alina, probably A, friend of the program, B.
Wow.
Oh, that's so tough because like the thing is like I want to say Sydney, right? Because she's a freshman, but if I can't guarantee that she's here the year after, then it's tough. But Alina again, leadership. Defensively is amazing. I would hold down that side of the infield, and just her batting average, like getting on the way she gets on base. But this is like literally an impossible question.
All right, come back to me.
Yeah, let's go back to the faces here. What are you doing, Shane?
I'm so sorry. So number one, I'm going.
You can't even give me one right now.
I'm going
redacted.
And then probably second, I'm going
Redacted.
And then third, I'll go
Redacted.
Yeah.
Coward.
No, Sid. Assuming that they will have a great season next year, and that hopefully she will want to stay. Sid Sanders is my number one. You got to have pitching in Mac. Going there too. And then I got to go Yanni just because of the consistency. But, dude, like, no.
It's a tough question, but it could be the reality of the situation right now because we don't know what's going through these girls' heads right now because they did just lose their coach. It's a tough situation. I like where you went with Mac Morgan. You keep your ace. She's a freshman. Yeah. You keep your first team All-American in Sid. And then I got to go with Shane here. I'm keeping Yanni because you got to figure you get her last year. She was your most consistent batter, even over Sid. And you figure if you lose Yanni, you probably lose Yanixa going forward too. So there's got to throw that in the mix. Got to think about that.
I just getting rid of Alina in your leadoff spot with all that juice.
I know
the juice she brings on defense
and Jazz too. Jazz
is like the only reason why I didn't pick Jazz is because I know I'm only getting a couple more years or 1 year, right?
Yeah,
that's all you're getting out of Yanni too.
Yeah, I went just based off of if I only have them for a year. But that's literally an impossible question. Like I would take.
So you didn't keep Sid? You didn't keep the Grim Reaper?
Well, the only reason I didn't is because of the caveat that we don't know that they're going to stay the year after. You can't worry about that.
Doesn't matter. Totri exploded.
Totri had to go get a computer charger.
Oh, okay. Bye, Totri.
I don't know.
No, but even if she doesn't stay, it doesn't really matter. Like she was the home run leader.
No, that's literally an impossible question. But I think also kind of looking at what happened in the postseason.
Get out of here, Totri.
Like what happened in the postseason, like Jazz had moments that were like impossible to touch. Like the home runs that she had back again. The home runs that she had, and like Sydney was good, but she didn't have any of those moments that were like, oh, this is Sydney Sanders in the postseason. Like she didn't have that. Mac Morgan obviously was incredible. But that was kind of where my thought process was. But again, it's an impossible question. Like I would choose all 5 of those women over almost anybody in the country. So
yeah, I would make myself transfer to another all city.
I need your answer, Totri.
He gave you an answer.
Oh, you were with me. That's right. I just forgot because you disappeared. Jacob saying the only hope I have is if we promote Jeff Harger that they would all stay. But I just don't see that happening. Do you not see that happening? I see it happening. I think that's where they go.
I don't know
where they go. I think there's a really strong possibility that it does happen, though.
I think it's the smartest decision, but this athletic program hasn't been known to make the smartest decisions as of late. So
neither have I make some smart decisions.
We all do, but I don't know if you could necessarily. It's a toss-up. It really is. You'd need to sit down and have a conversation. with Ray to really get in his head about where this coaching search starts.
God forbid. Do you think that's ever happened? Sit down conversation with Ray to try to figure out what the best course of action is?
No, again, we
Ray's
talked about
never
it.
even had a sit down conversation with Ray about what the best.
We've talked about it on the emergency. We talked about it on the emergency pod that it would be in Ray's best interest to probably sit down with the team captains and figure out what they would like to see in their next head coach. From the tweets that they've been liking, I can't imagine that conversation has happened quite yet. But again, we'll see what takes place over the next couple of weeks toward the end of the month. Hopefully that coaching search is resolved sooner rather than later. And on that note, there's no better place to keep up with the ASU softball coaching search and really all ASU athletics in general than right here at GoPHNX. Head over to GoPHNX.com today. Become a member of the family, because when you do, you're going to get either a free t-shirt from the locker or your first month for 50 cents just for signing up, not to mention all the great content that we have. I mentioned an article that's in the midst right now. I'm continuing my countdown to kickoff series every week. If you haven't started reading them yet, it's literally a breakdown of every ASU football opponent, like a deep dive into it. This week, it'll be a must read because it's USC and there is a lot to go over. Obviously, the Coyotes, Suns, Cardinals, everybody has got some really killer content that you should definitely keep up with. And again, you can do so when you head over to GoPHNX.com and become a member of the family. Boys, it's Wednesday.
Yeah, this is the premiere. This is the premiere topic of the day. Because we didn't talk about anything important before this.
Yeah.
No. But honestly, today we've had some tough conversations. We had to have some tough conversations today.
Before we get there, we have a chat answer. Isaiah says, I say Alina Torres, Yanni, and Mac Morgan.
You really can't go wrong. I think that's a great
I think as long as you keep Mac in the 3, I think you can't go wrong. Because I think you just need that pitching.
I mean, you could also argue that you still return all your pitchers from last year.
Yeah.
Can I go other and just choose Trisha Ford? And then they all stay. Then they all stay. Damn, I should have. That's how I should have answered to start. Shit.
That's a hack.
Apparently, Christiana Watson entered the portal, according to Jacob J. I haven't seen that yet. I'll have to double check and see if that is true. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what comes of that if that is indeed true.
Let's have fun.
Let's have fun. It is Wednesday, so it is time for another countdown.
What was that?
To kick off.
Just getting ready.
Countdown to kickoff? Is that what we call it?
Oh yeah, no, I'm thinking of it's just on the clock. My bad. I'm thinking of my written series. You know what?
Tochi's on one today. Camera off again.
We're back. So on the clock. Sorry for that commercial break that we had. Don't know who that guy was. We will be drafting gas station snacks. This is what Shane had brought up a couple weeks ago.
Didn't prepare at all. Once again, totally forgot we were doing this.
Hey, it's gonna be a lot of fun. And you won, Shane. You won the dog draft, so you get to go number one. Okay. Shawn, you came in second, so you get a pick if you want the third pick or if you want the second pick.
Can I make that decision after Shane makes his first pick?
No. That needs to be select. That needs to be made well before.
I'll go third then.
You're gonna keep consistent.
All right, I'm not. Wait.
We need the bump.
Oh, we were in street. We're here. I got you. What is it? Okay. Okay, there we go. Am I on the clock now?
Beautiful. Yeah, you are on the clock.
All right. So this is just my favorite gas station snack ever, and that's just what I'm gonna go with. I'm taking Takis number 1.
Yeah, I think that's a good first pick.
Yeah.
Are you gonna preface with what kind of Takis?
No, I don't think we should. I don't think we should do that because then Sean's gonna draft nacho cheese Doritos. You're gonna draft Cool Ranch. Just do the brand.
Okay. I'm gonna go with hot Cheetos.
Okay, I'm glad I went third. because I was afraid that Shane. I didn't think Totri would take this, but I was afraid Shane might take it. I just got to take this. My first, and I think this might be the best overall pick, is an Arizona iced tea. It's an absolute.
Hold on.
Don't give me that look.
That's a beverage. We're doing snacks.
That's a snack. That is a gas station staple.
Why do you always break these drafts?
That's not a
snacks. What? Snacks are food.
No,
Yeah.
An Arizona iced tea is a snack.
I'm with Shane on this one. That is not a snack. That's a drink. That's not a snack. Even
it is
in the chat say it's in the store.
It is in the spirit of a gas station snack. I go to a gas station. I get some chips, and I get an Arizona iced tea.
The chips are the snack, not the drink. The drink is a drink. We're not drafting gas station drinks.
Thank you.
So
that's such bullshit. Okay, then my first overall pick is mini donuts.
Okay,
that's a solid pick. You could have done that first.
Great pick.
My second pick will be taquitos.
Oh, we're talking roller food. Oh, I didn't even think about roller food.
Okay,
that's a great pick.
Shit. Honestly, didn't think this draft over a whole lot. Give me M&Ms. Give me M&Ms. It's it's mid, but it is what it is.
M&Ms aren't mid. They're fantastic.
I'm not a chocolate guy, so
okay. I think I'm gonna save these for my last pick, so I'm not gonna take it. And if I lose it, I'll lose it. It's okay. So I gotta think this over. Can I go like any type of like? No, it's got to be like I can't just say like sour like snacks, like sour candy.
No, there's got to be like
a
little
specific.
bit of,
okay.
Yeah.
Oh shit! This is hard. There's so many.
Yeah, there is, but I expect you to have it since you wanted to draft.
This is your topic, Shane.
Yeah,
I know. There's just so many.
You took away my original pick, and I had two more locked and loaded. Come on.
Give me salt and vinegar chips.
Salt and vinegar chips is very solid. You get one more, though.
Yeah, I was thinking about beef jerky, Leah, but... I'm just going to take it now. Yogurt-covered pretzels every time I go to a gas station.
Oh, wow.
Or chocolate-covered pretzels. We're going to go chocolate to appeal to the audience.
Okay. Give me Lil Debbie oatmeal cream pies.
Yeah, that's money. I definitely had that on my draft board, and it might have just gone here if you had left it there. I am going, and I promise this was my next pick before you even brought up the sour thing. Sour gummy worms is going there, and then after that, I will go. I'm gonna go Pringles. I love some good Pringles.
I'm seeing a lot of love in the chat for M&Ms, and that makes me really happy.
M&Ms are just a classic thing. You can't really go wrong with them.
So you went Pringles, and then what'd you go, sour or something?
Sour gummy worms and Pringles.
Okay, this one's gonna take you back. Give me the frosted animal crackers.
Fuck me up, Totri.
Ooh,
yeah.
I'm gonna give you I'm gonna give you a smooch for that pick.
That is a great one.
that is a smooch-worthy pick, Totri.
Thank you, bro.
SWP. Totri was a great SWP. All right, my last two. Wow, I love that pick. Gotta kiss you on the cheek right now.
Make your pick before you
give me combos.
Yeah, that was on mine too.
Okay.
And I'm such a big chocolate guy, but
what kind of combos are you going for though?
Probably the pepperoni pizza ones.
Yes, that was the right answer.
I'll do Funyuns. That was my last.
Oh,
Funyuns is
my
solid
God.
pick. Solid pick.
I almost took that instead of Pringles.
I'm trying to. I don't know what the name of this is. Oh, I got it. Or is this what it's called?
We'll help you out.
Give me the cheddar flavored popcorn, like the Pirates Booty popcorn.
White cheddar or cheddar?
Oh, you mean cheddar. Smart Food?
or Smart Food. I don't know. I don't know if it's the Pirates one or
The
if
white
it's
cheddar?
Yeah, white cheddar flavor.
So Pirates Booty and popcorn is a different thing.
Yeah, Pirates Booty is just like little corn puff type things.
Okay. Then give me.
So you're the Smart Food.
You want white
Okay.
cheddar
Smart Food.
popcorn? Just white cheddar popcorn.
Yeah, just white cheddar Smart Food.
I am shocked that it fell this far. I have to take beef jerky. That's like a quintessential gas station food.
I'm not a jerky man.
I'm
not either.
I love jerky.
But the only reason it is because when I think of beef jerky, for some reason my mind goes to Slim Jims, not beef jerky, and Slim Jims suck.
Well,
so
you got to remember that there's pictures on these graphics. So
that is true. That is very true.
What did you just pick, Totri? What was your most recent pick?
Popcorn, white cheddar popcorn.
Right. All right. So
specifically white cheddar.
Yes. Quick review of the draft. Shane drafted Takis, salt and vinegar chips, chocolate covered pretzels, combos, and Funyuns. A very chip heavy draft.
Yeah.
Totri had hot Cheetos, M&Ms, oatmeal cream pies, frosted animal crackers, and what did you just draft again? I know I just
white cheddar popcorn.
White cheddar popcorn. And then I drafted mini donuts, taquitos, sour gummy worms, Pringles, and beef jerky. This is a draft, boys.
All are solid.
I am still really upset because I think if I go to a gas station, I can get one thing. It's an Arizona iced tea.
But that's not a
9
snack.
times out of 10. I don't care. It's the spirit of it.
What do you mean? It's the spirit of it.
It's a gas station snack. I go to a gas station. I'm on a car trip. I'm on a road trip, right? I go to the thing. It's like, hey, let's stop at the gas station, get some snacks. Going straight to the cooler, getting an Arizona iced tea.
It's not a snack. I'm gonna Google what a snack is real quick.
Just saying.
Let's see.
I'm just saying. But it was a solid draft, boys.
What's happening?
My
Google thought I said something about Santa, and it did the ho ho
ho. Oh my god,
bro!
Yes.
What kind of Pringles are you going? What's your favorite Pringle flavor?
Sour cream and onion.
Yeah, sour cream and onion probably.
Pizza.
Let's see.
Yeah, pizza.
I love
goes
pizza
hard.
flavored chips.
Okay, a snack. There's 2 definitions. Shane, look up a snack, and you'll appreciate the second definition. A snack is a small amount of food eaten between meals. That is a snack. Nowhere does it say
That's
drink.
Fine.
Are you saying you don't want to read the second definition out loud? That's why you made me look it up?
Yes.
The second definition is a sexually attractive person. Why, Totri? We're not 5 years old.
It's a snack, bro. I'm keeping it strict PG-13 here. Okay.
Oh yeah, because we definitely have not done anything else during the show that's not PG-13.
Is there anything else?
I'm
gonna pull a Totri and be like, "Hey, I didn't." What?
I was gonna say send a super chat to Totri to smooch him for me, but
I was gonna say I'm gonna pull a Totri and say, "Hey, I didn't think about Trisha Ford once during that draft,
bro." Later, guys.
Oh my gosh. Okay, he just left. Be sure to follow us at PHNX_Sun Devils. You can follow me at Anthony_Totri. You can follow Shane at Shane Deef. You can follow Shawn DePaz at Shawn_DePaz.
Hungry as always.
And you can vote on who had the best list of gas to gas on our Twitter. That'll be up here in the next couple hours. So definitely check it out. And we will have another audio show for you guys Thursday. But for now, peace.